These are my top 10 favorite movies from 2024. Now, quick disclaimer, this is my list, not yours. So if your favorite movie from 2024 didn't make my list, then I'm sorry. Either I didn't see it, or B, it just didn't crack my top 10.
It's about to go down.
Starting off the list, I gotta give it to Kingdom of Planet of the Apes. Now, in my opinion, I had zero expectation for this movie, but when I first saw it in theaters, this movie actually blew my expectations away. Like, it wasn't like on how the OG Planet of the Apes are, like how War Planet of the Apes was, but it was still a good, solid watch. Next up, I gotta give it to Venom: The Last Dance. Now, this is like a guilty pleasure movie of mine, only because I'm a huge Venom fan. I like the first one and Let There Be Carnage, but this movie right here was a little bit too over the place. That's why I'd rather place it here at number 9 instead of putting it any higher. Next up, I gotta give it to Dune Part 2. And this movie here blew my expectations out the water. Like, immediately after I saw this movie in theaters, I went back home to watch the very first one, then went back to the theaters the following day to see the part 2 again. Man, this movie is incredible. Like, I love this movie. Next up, I gotta give it to The Beekeeper. Man, Jason Statham proved why he's one of my favorite actors of all time. He killed his role in The Beekeeper here. But cracking into my top 5 at number 5, I gotta give it to Transformers 1. I'm not gonna lie, I had zero expectations for this movie because I'm like, this is just another pointless Transformers movie. I don't know why they even made this. But after seeing it, I'm not gonna lie, this movie here, it definitely surprised me. Like, seeing the backstory of Optimus Prime and Megatron, I completely love this movie. Next up, I got Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire. Man, my theater was lit when this movie first dropped, man. Like, seeing Kong and Zilla team up to try to take on Scar King and Shimu, man, that was the best theater experience I had. The next up, my favorite movie of 2024, Bad Boys Ride or Die. Now, I thought we was not gonna get another Bad Boys movie due to the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock situation.
Oh, brother.
But thank God we got another Bad Boys movie, and this movie was amazing. Incredible theater experience. This is like me and my family's movie night movie here. Number 2, one of my favorite movies of all time, Deadpool and Wolverine. This movie right here was in my top 3 most anticipated movies of 2024, and this movie blew my expectations out the water as well. Both Deadpool and Wolverine did their thing, and I cannot wait for them to make another Deadpool movie. But at the number 1 spot, my favorite movie of 2024, Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Man, this movie was amazing. I had an incredible theater experience. I've seen this like 3 times in the theater and multiple times at home. Like I said before, Shadow right here, he carried the entire movie. Man, this movie is a classic. If you ain't see it, go see it. And those are my favorite movies from 2024. Let me know what is yours in the comments.